If you're hunting for the perfect camera backpack, you've probably seen the Peak Design Everyday Backpack 20L everywhere, promising to adapt to your ever-changing gear, lifestyle, and even the weather. But here's what surprised me. This sleek, minimalist pack that claims to do it all might actually have some major flaws you didn't expect. Most reviewers rave about its design, but what they don't say up front, until now, is how these problems could totally ruin your daily carry experience. So, if you're thinking of dropping serious cash on the Peak Design Everyday Backpack 20L, stick around because this honest review will reveal the hidden issues, plus who this pack really suits and who should run the other way. First up, let's talk about what makes the Everyday Backpack 20L so popular in the camera and commuter crowd. Peak Design markets it as a radical solution for photographers and everyday users alike, with customizable organization using their FlexFold dividers, weatherproof 400D recycled shell, and smart access points like the mag-latch top closure and ultra-zips for side access. Sounds perfect, right? But here's the twist. Having all these features doesn't automatically mean flawless user experience or even comfortable daily use. To really understand what you're getting and not getting, we need to dissect this pack from every angle. Is it just style over substance? What happens when you pack it full on a rain-soaked morning commute? Does it protect your delicate gear like they claim? And how flexible is this expandable main compartment in real life? But don't worry, I'll share a few personal stories that might make you chuckle and cringe about my time with this pack. Spoiler alert. I almost considered switching to a fanny pack. Here's who should listen up. Photographers juggling bulky lenses and tech pros who want to stash their laptops neatly, but also have quick access on the go. Commuters looking for a sleek, weather-resistant bag might also be interested. But if you're mainly a casual user or want a budget-friendly backpack, you might want to rethink. But enough previews. Let's dive deeper. Right away, the build and design of the Everyday Backpack 20L feel premium. The weatherproof shell definitely reassures you when it's starting to drizzle, and the recycled fabric hits all the ethical notes for eco-conscious buyers. The FlexFold dividers are genius on paper. They let you configure compartments for camera lenses, chargers, or even your lunch, if you want, though I don't recommend mixing snacks with gear. Plus, the dedicated laptop sleeve fits a 15 laptop or a 16 MacBook Pro snugly without the padding feeling bulky. But here's the catch. When you fill it up, especially with heavier gear, the backpack starts to show its weaknesses. My first real gripe is comfort and weight distribution. Despite shoulder straps designed with comfort in mind, once you hit above 15 pounds, the bag feels like it's pulling you backward. The back padding isn't as breathable as I expected, turning sweaty on longer walks and cramped bus rides. For a brand that touts everyday use, this is a deal breaker for anyone who walks or cycles regularly. I joked with a friend that the pack really lived up to its name by giving me everyday backaches. Sorry, Peak Design, but comfort is king here. Another paradox lies in the accessibility features like those mag-latch closures and the side ultra-zips. They're marketed as revolutionary for one-handed, quick access to gear. But in my experience, the magnetic latch can sometimes be a little too magnetic or too stiff, meaning you end up doing awkward wrestling moves with the pack to open it quickly. On one occasion, I nearly fell over while trying to grab my wallet mid-crowd. The ultra-zips are weatherproof, yes, but they're hard to unzip smoothly when you're in a hurry or wearing gloves. It feels like a backpack designed by engineers who didn't test it in real-world hustle scenarios. It's ironic because many of us buy this to save time. Let's talk capacity. The Everyday Backpack claims an expandable main compartment that can hold oversized items via external carry straps. That's great if you're carrying a tripod or something bulky and lightweight. However, if you pack it full, that expansion can lead to a floppy and unstable bag that tilts sideways when you put it down. It doesn't stand upright well, making you micromanage where and how you put it down constantly, which is maddening if you're shooting street photography or traveling. I mean a backpack that can't even park itself. What's next? A coffee cup holder that spills. Now for the organizational system. The FlexFold dividers are customizable, but they have a steep learning curve. Setting them up to fit your gear perfectly isn't a snap. It takes trial and error. And if you're the kind of person who hates fiddling with Velcro all the time, well, this might drive you nuts. On the plus side, once you get it right, the dividers do a decent job protecting your lenses and camera bodies. But I noticed when rushing to pack or unpack, the dividers can shift or fold inward, leading to awkward gaps where gear can bump into each other. For a bag that markets itself as innovative, this feels like a hiccup a few versions ago should have fixed. Let's not forget some minor design details which can be deal breakers depending on your style. The external pockets, while weatherproof, are pretty tight. Trying to shove a water bottle or a bulky umbrella in them becomes a wrestling match, probably the closest you'll get to an extreme sport while carrying a backpack. And the luggage pass-through on the back panel, meant for easy airport transit, limits the pack's back padding slightly, compromising comfort during longer uses. A small gripe, but if you're a frequent flyer, that little discomfort adds up. But wait, you might be thinking, why would so many give it 4.6 stars if these problems exist? Great question. And here's the twist. This backpack shines most for creatives who prize design, ethics, and a clean, professional look over hardcore ruggedness. If you're a photographer who carefully curates your equipment and doesn't overload the bag daily, this could be your dream. Also, fans of Peak Design's quality and lifetime warranty swear by their customer service, something rare enough to justify a premium price tag. Speaking of price, wait, we didn't mention it earlier. The Everyday Backpack 20L isn't cheap. It sits in the higher price tier of camera backpacks. When compared to other offerings from brands like Loepro or Manfrotto, you're paying for style, minimalism, and that eco-friendly fabric shell. But if rough handling or hardcore commuting is your jam, you may not feel the value. So here's the real question. Is it worth it for you? If you're a casual to semi-professional user who loves thoughtful design and environmental responsibility, probably yes. However, if you expect a no-nonsense, rugged, all-day everyday beast, this is not quite that beast. One last story before we wrap this up. I took the Everyday Backpack on a hiking trip. The rain started pouring, but my gear stayed bone dry, which felt miraculous at the time. That waterproof shell really delivered. Yet halfway up the trail, the pack started feeling lopsided because I packed a collapsible tripod on the external straps. It transformed from a sleek urban backpack to a quirky, wobbly sprawl drawing stares from fellow hikers. So the pack works better in the city than in nature, as much as I'd love it otherwise. So bottom line, don't buy the Peak Design Everyday Backpack 20L blindly. This review isn't a don't buy out of spite. It's an honest heads up so you don't end up frustrated. The pack is perfect if you want a stylish, minimalist, and eco-friendly carry compartment that offers good weather protection and organizational customization. But if you need a backpack for rigorous outdoor use, max comfort on long hauls, or a budget-friendly option, look elsewhere. To put it simply, it's a backpack with soul that sometimes forgets it needs to be practical every single day. Still, Peak Design's commitment to radical, lifetime-lasting gear means you get a quality product that can last years if treated well. Personally, I'd say it's worth buying if you fall within its sweet spot and take a bit of time mastering its quirks. Just keep expectations realistic. And hey, if you enjoyed this honest deep dive and want to grab the Peak Design Everyday Backpack 20L for yourself, I'll leave the best available price link right in the description below. It's the easiest way to compare current deals and make your own smart decision. Remember, a backpack is a personal choice, so no regrets, just better gear. Thanks for watching, and for those who know their stuff, what's your take on the Peak Design Everyday Backpack? Drop your stories and experiences in the comments below. Also, if you like a review with a splash of humor, Did I mention a backpack that spills coffee is no joke? Smash that like button and subscribe for more gear reviews that keep it real. Until next time, keep your gear safe and your back happy. Because no backpack should ever make you walk like a hunchback.